Are still making those Valentine's plans, well, how about something that is super interactive for you and your other half? Kristen Urban joins us live from a spot that's bringing all the color, the romance, and the fun. Kristen, are you going to make your secret Valentine something?
Roma, I would love to meet this secret Valentine, and if I had somewhere to take them, it would probably here at Color Me Mine. I want to welcome Lane. He's the owner out here. How are you doing this morning?
Very good. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
I'm really looking forward to diving into all of this Valentine's fun. So for our viewers at home, we have a really special day. So we have all of this stuff going on. We're going to break it down into two parts though. So we already have kind of set up our pottery out here, and we'll get into that a little bit later, that unique process of picking it out.
Absolutely.
But once you've decided kind of what pottery you want, I want to focus on creating your own canvas, your paint, your techniques. So where do we begin? If I'm a customer, I've chosen my pottery, where do we go from here?
First off, we explain the whole process bit by bit. We're not going to teach you by fire hose. It'll be little bits and pieces throughout the process. You pick your pieces, then we go over here to the paints, walk you through our 60 paints.
Yes,
and then go from there.
And as we're walking over here, we can't ignore, obviously, this incredible hat you're wearing. Can you just tell us the story behind this?
So my wife and I were going to a corporate event, and I see this guy's an Uber Eats guy come out of a awesome little barbecue joint, little bitty dude, and I see this bebopping hat coming across the parking lot. I roll down the window, I'm like, bro, where'd you get that hat? He's like, it's called the Naga Boss, bro, you should get one. And so my wife got it for me when we started this process. She surprised me with it, so it was pretty cool.
And you're telling me it's like a signature thing here.
Absolutely.
So people come out, you're gonna see the hat.
You're gonna get to wear the hat if you want to also.
Okay.
Get some pictures for social media, it's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yes,
and so we've made our way over to the canvas station.
Right.
And obviously we're focusing on all things Valentine's for this first segment.
Absolutely.
So I can kind of just pick out whatever colors I want?
Absolutely. We do not have limits on color choices. You can get as many palettes as you need. It's a self-serve studio, so you can come and get paints as you need them as well. We have 60 color options here. It's a very simple process, and again, we walk you through it step by step.
Yes, and as I'm choosing my colors, I'm thinking maybe some pink, maybe some red for Valentine's. For our audience at home, can you just walk us through this plate technique? Because I understand that the coats really matter in the end.
Absolutely, and a lot of people we have come in are unseasoned artists. They've never painted before, so they're like, okay, how does this work? And also, we're painting with actual sand. All these colors are pigmented sand, so when we fire them to cone 06, it's 1828 degrees Fahrenheit, everything changes. So before firing, it looks dull and bland and stuff like that, but when we fire it, it comes out crispy, shiny, nice and bold and stuff like that. After that, we have 1, 2, 3 coats. If you like the natural look of brush strokes and that kind of thing, don't fret. We're gonna glaze and fire everything, so it's gonna be protected. But if you like 3 coats, it's a very patient game, right? You wanna make sure that you layer on the paints versus smearing wet and half wet paint, and that's kind of just a representation of that. Then we have layered paint. If you do dark over light, it's more of a subdued look, which is awesome in some instances. But if you'd like a really bold look, then you do dark over light, and it brings out the piece really well when you layer.
Yes, and I have my pink and my red set up, and obviously something that's really big here too is your technique. So I want to take people over there right now. So you choose your paint, you choose your pottery, and then this is what I feel like really makes your piece stand apart right
Absolutely.
Here.
And we have up to 19 different techniques in our studio, not including our specialty glazes. We walk you through all these processes. We're all subject matter experts in applying these. And then these drawer systems below are designed, these are where your tools are. This is where all the things happen. And again, we let you do this yourself. We're here to guide you, but we're not here to, force feed you anything. You get to do your own thing.
For sure. And so we have some techniques that we've chosen set up over here. Like I said, all specified to Valentine's Day. So I understand, like we saw on that wall, I can add some lace to mine, which is really cool for Valentine's. And then I think we're doing the paint chip technique as well.
Absolutely.
And so for someone who comes out here, I understand there's an instructor. They're gonna be helping you if you have any questions, and you get to choose your own brushes. What would you recommend I do first now?
Absolutely. I want to clear something up. We don't have class-driven stuff, so it's not really an instructor. Yes. It's more of a staff member that will guide you through the process, but we set it up. First thing we want to do is we want to get a couple of basic layers layers on your piece. Now when we're doing lace technique, we would recommend doing a light color first and then the dark color on top. It comes from the wall behind us when you're applying a layer technique, because it is layered. And don't be afraid to really pour on the paint the first go round. There you go. Now we're cooking with sauce.
This is awesome.
Yes.
And so for our viewers at home, I know we're going to be spending a lot of this hour just kind of creating these pieces, teaching these techniques. I understand though you have a really special offer for them.
Absolutely. If y'all mention the KNS5 team or anything Ken's related, you're going to get a free studio fee when you show up, for sure.
Okay, very, very fun. Okay, so obviously we have so much more to dive into. For our audience that's watching right now, I understand you're in the Huebner Oaks shopping center.
That's correct. Yeah, we're at the Strand off of Huebner Oaks. Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Okay, so for people who want to come and check this out, it's really easy, just right off the road. But Roma,